Hi everybody, John Hand again, and today I thought I'd pull out another Laserdisc from the archives here and show you something interesting. In this case, it's a relatively new acquisition for me. It's the Special Collection Japanese Laserdisc version of the great Top Gun. And this was something that I got at Half Price Books. It obviously bends from someone's personal collection. It still has the price tag on it. It's only $2.99. I'm not really a Top Gun fan, but for, under $3, a cent under $3, to get a Japanese Laserdisc, special edition here, something that is super cool. So the Special Collection edition, you may notice that there are many different Special Collection Japanese releases here, and they all have the white border around the front, and special collections in the foil, and this is a Paramount release. This is CAV 2 discs, and it has all the requisite Japanese text on the back and the bottom. It even still has the obi that someone has taped on here. So I'm a little bit afraid to rip that tape off and remove it. Now this is a 4x3 version of Top Gun. You could call it a 4x3 extraction of the Super 35mm negative. And it seemed like one of the things on these special collections was at the end of the film, they give you a little bit of information about the creation of the video transfer. Something similar at the end of the Star Wars Laserdisc, where it kind of gives you the difference between pan and scan and full frame here. And they give comparisons here between pan and scan and full frame at the end of the Top Gun Laserdisc as well, with some commentary running over it from the editors, which kind of explain the difference. I misspoke a few moments earlier. It's not really pan and scan on Top Gun versus widescreen. It's Super 35mm, so you can, from that Super 35, extract a 4x3 television version as well as a widescreen version here. You have to go through an optical printing process to get to either version here, because the negative has more picture area. And also, this wouldn't be a special edition Japanese Laserdisc if it did not have a totally cool, totally bitching special edition booklet where there's rows and rows of text and all kinds of stuff that I will never know what it means exactly. And these booklets with the Japanese Laserdisc were very detailed. They always tried to get kind of inside baseball stuff. They always tried to, like the Dawn of the Dead Laserdisc had a blueprint, a map of Monroeville Mall. It had a heads-up view of it. So there was always these little details that they tried to research and put into these booklets. In the case of Top Gun, they've got all of this stuff on missile sites, and there appears to be this whole diagram of Maverick's cockpit with everything labeled and all of this detail, and then the coolest thing, the ultra coolest thing, is that all of the major dogfights in the film, they appear to have broken these dogfights up into chapters, and there are diagrams of all of the dogfights, the visual diagrams of the dogfights, the fights of the dogs, of the planes, in this film, and it's quite spectacular. I don't know how accurate these are. I'm sure they're actually pretty accurate. So there it is, Top Gun Special Edition Japanese Laserdisc Special Collection, slightly used yet a steal at $2.99. 2 discs, CAV, 4x3, some text extras, and a pan and scan or 4x3 letterbox demonstration, and that's it.